Why is that?
Because when I was reading the conversion laws, I was living in Bolivia. I left the Jewish community for 10 years. I was without any Jewish community. I read the conversion laws, the rabbi gave them to me to read, and it was saying that if my mother doesn't do all the mitzvahs like she should, then the conversion that she did might not be as valid anymore in the future.
Okay, so it's the second time you're asking me this,
Yeah.
so I'll give you a little bit more detailed answer. Okay.
That's what the
Look,
conversion laws-
listen. After someone converted, if it was a good conversion, that's it. He's Jewish for the rest of his life. Okay? There's no way out. He can jump all over the, whatever, India, this, that, I don't know, whatever, like all the idol worship in the world, it will not make a difference for the fact that he's Jewish. Okay? And if it's a lady, all the children that she will bring to the world will be Jewish. Okay? This is the halacha, okay? But there is a concept that if a person have the intention when he's converting that he's not really accepting the mitzvot, so then his conversion was not a real conversion, okay? So for example, there was a story about a lady that when she converted, she said, I believe in Hashem. Very good. She converted. She got married, she had children. Her children grew up. They went to yeshiva. They went to the army. And then one time she was driving in a car with a friend and they started to speak about JC. And she said, yeah, I believe in JC, of course. She said, what? She said, yeah, for sure, this and that. And she's tried to convince her to believe in JC. And she said, what are you talking about? You're Jewish, your children are in the army, they learn in yeshiva. She said, what do you mean? I don't see any contradiction. So her friend said, but you converted, you left all of this junk. She said, they never asked me if I still believe in JC. I never stopped to believe in JC. All the time I believed in this man.
There are many people that believe the rabbi is Mashiach, but she didn't have a rabbi.
Okay, I'm not getting. That's a different question. So anyhow, so it became. This lady came and she told this to the chief rabbi of the city, and it became a big scandal, and everybody was speaking about it, and they went to the Bedin and they were investigating the Bedin that converted it like 20, 30 years ago. What exactly there was the process and what was the question that they asked her and this and that. And they got to the conclusion that the conversion was not conversion because she still kept the faith in JC. So she didn't leave the idol worship. She didn't receive really the yoke of the mitzvot, believe in Hashem. So she's still not Jewish. Yeah. So all our children are not Jewish, even though they thought they grew up as Jewish and they went to yeshiva and they were sure that they are Jewish, but they are not Jewish. So in a case like that, so those boys, if they want to be part of the Jewish congregation, obviously they have to go through a process of conversion themselves.
Them being born as a Jew, does that mean that they have to do the conversion process again?
If they
grew up like
again,
Jews, right?
they were born as non-Jews.
But practically,
They thought they are Jewish, but really they were not Jewish.
But you have
So
to
the
go
fact
back
that they grew up as Jewish doesn't make them Jewish. So they have to go through a process of conversion.
Oh, so that was the Beitin rule.
That was the decision of the Bedin.
Yeah, because even why would the children be affected by the mother? Maybe the children grew up as Jews, and
That's the rule. That's the rule. The children are going by the mother. If the mother was not converted, so they are not converted.
But technically, she was converted, and there was
It's not a called conversion. If she didn't accept, believe in Hashem in full heart, if she didn't leave the idol worship, so it means that there was no conversion. So she's not Jewish. So her children are not Jewish. But they learn in yeshiva. Okay. So on. But they went to the army. Yeah.
Something was wrong with her soul before she became pregnant, and that's the case.
לבדו שם לבדו ויום ההוא וימוצא ויקוי לבדו ויראו בגישמי אדוני ששוכן